Hello and welcome to the preparation week for the openSAP course Developing Web Apps with SAP UI5. My name is Michael and I'm a UI5 developer at SAP. In this first unit, I will give you an overview on the course and guide you through a few setup steps to get you started. So let's have a look at the course structure, the points and the requirements for this course. Week 0 is the getting started week. And in week 1 to 4, we will have content for you to create responsive web apps with lots of hands-on coding and exercises. In each week, there's a weekly assignment where you can collect points. In the last week, you will do your final exam. We will also have 2 bonus exercises for you in week 2 and week 4, where you can score additional points. If you have more than 120 points, you will gain a record of achievement for this course. Our online forums are opened during the entire 6 weeks of the course, so you're welcome to ask questions and discuss the contents with other learners. So let's have a look at week 0, and as you might know, computer scientists always start counting at 0, so this is the preparation week. We will first start by talking about the course environment and setup, and then we will have a look at some JavaScript details, take a look at our documentation, and guide you through some debugging and troubleshooting tips with SAP UI5. Finally, we will have a look at the coding exercises for this course, and then you are ready to start with the content for the next week. So, for any web project, also for creating web apps with SAP UI5, you typically need the 3 building blocks that you can see here on the screen. The resources, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, are created in a tool that supports you during the development. Any integrated development environment, in short IDE, will do, and you are free to choose another setup if you are familiar with web development. However, for this course, and especially for developing with UI5, we recommend to use SAP Web IDE, which is a cloud-based development environment specialized for app development. It requires no additional setup, so we will just register a free developer account and we are good to go. The second building block is a platform where the app is deployed to. SAP UI5 apps can be run on any kind of web server, on a local development environment or on a traditional web space. However, a cloud-based platform such as the SAP HANA Cloud Platform, in short HCP, makes it very easy to deploy and manage your applications and comes with additional features that will help you during development. In this course, we will therefore develop and deploy the app on SAP HCP. The last building block for an app is the data. In our application, we typically want to show content that is stored in a database or a remote system. By calling a service endpoint on the remote system, we can fetch the data for our application using a standard protocol such as JSON or OData. In our case, we will use a public SAP demo system called ES4, which provides several services based on the OData protocol. When the backend system is behind a firewall or in a corporate network, you can use the SAP Cloud Connector of SAP HCP to establish a trusted connection. In our scenario, this is not needed as the demo system is public. So let's register for a developer account on the SAP HANA Cloud Platform. This will give you access to the tools that we recommend for this course and much more. You are free to try out and test the platform by creating apps and projects as in this course. I will open Google Chrome, and I already went to the hanatrial.ondemand.com page. So now I have to register for the account and fill out the mandatory fields here. I will just put some dummy data in here. And a password that matches the criteria. And then just check or uncheck these marks here for the terms and conditions. Then press register, and you should get an email to activate this account to your email address. And when you press on the link that you have been sent, there's a click here to activate your account link here. Then you get the account successfully activated message, and you can continue to your SAP HANA Cloud platform. So this is the SAP HANA Cloud Platform cockpit, which is the management area for your account and where you can access all kinds of tools and services. If we want to access our development environment, we go to Services. And here we can see a lot of services that are included with your developer account. If we filter for IDE, then we see also the SAP Web IDE here. And if we click on it, we can open the preferences for this service. So by clicking on the link openSAP Web IDE, then we launch the tool, which is available under this URL. And as this is quite hard to remember, I recommend to put a bookmark here in your address bar, because you will use it throughout the exercises of the course. Okay. This is the start page of SAP Web IDE. There's useful links and documentation links here, and also videos to see how the tool works. Let me go back to my slides. So SAP Web IDE is a powerful web-based integrated development tool that simplifies the end-to-end application development lifecycle for SAP Fiori apps, Fiori-like apps, and SAP UI5 apps. You can use it to develop apps, test them, package and deploy for various platforms, and extend existing apps. We will mostly focus on the SAP UI5 apps here in this course, but you're free to check out these links for more information. Okay. So to test if our account really works, let's go to the development perspective of the SAP Web IDE. And here we can see our private workspace. The workspace is still empty, but we will now create a test page here to test the web development. So let's create a new folder called My App by right-clicking on the workspace folder and selecting New Folder. Then inside, we usually put a web app folder as a convention with the same procedure. And then just create a simple index.html test page with the new file by right-clicking on the folder. So this page is still empty, but if you have a look at the exercise document, there is just a template for the HTML page that you can copy and just put it inside your newly created file. So now press Run, the green Run button here, and then a new frame will open with a test page, and it will just display Hello World. So nothing special, and this is just an HTML page, but we will create a web app out of this throughout the course. So feel free to play around a little bit with SAP Web IDE to get familiar with the tooling we use for this course. Coming back to our presentation, just a few words on the SAP HANA Cloud Platform. So with your developer account, you will get access to all kinds of services of the SAP HANA Cloud Platform. It is integrated with the development tools like SAP Web IDE and makes it very easy to develop and maintain applications. You can create new projects for mobile or Internet of Things scenarios or extend existing solutions by adding new cloud applications to it. For more details, visit this URL here, hcp.sap.com. All right. Going back to our exercise document, and these are the setup steps that you should do to get started for the course. We now do have access to SAP Web IDE and also to the cloud platform, but we are still missing the connection to the backend system. There's a public demo system ES4 that we want to use for the course. And the setup steps are described a little bit more down here. And I can click on the link here that opens a page in SCN. So this is the public gateway system that we want to use in the course. We sign up for the demo system by clicking on the Sign Up Here link. And this will allow us to connect to the services provided by this backend system. The Enterprise Procurement Model, in short EPM, is a typical demo scenario containing products and suppliers that we will use in this course. So we will have to accept the terms and conditions again, press accept. And then the user that we have created previously is already pre-filled here. So I have again to confirm the terms and conditions here for this demo system, and then just click register. All right, a password has been sent again to your email address, so let's check if it's already arrived. It'll probably take a couple of seconds. Maybe it's also in the spam folder sometimes. And there is the initial username and password for this demo service. So by clicking on this link here, SAP Gateway Web UI, you will get a mask for the credentials again, and you can just copy this from the email that you have received. So first time we log on, we will get a request to change the password, and you can just pick whatever you like, and then change the password. Okay, so when you can press continue, you're actually logged on to this backend system now, but here we don't want to do anything, we just want to quickly check the service interface. And there's also the link for it in the exercise document that you can just copy and add to your browser. So here we can actually see then the service entities that we want to use throughout this course, products and all kinds of different things. Okay, so we have registered for the service, but to be able to use it in the SAP Web IDE, we have to create a destination. So connections to remote systems are organized with destinations in the HCP cockpit. Go back to your account cockpit. And you should already be logged in here. And if you don't have the overview page, just click on your account name again. Then you will get all the menu entries. Then click on Destinations and create a new destination called ES4, the same name as our demo system. So click New Destination, enter ES4 here. Service type is HTTP. You can give it a name. And then put the URL from your service document here. And here it's really important to only put in the first part of the URL, so just the domain name, because the other things we will later configure in the application. Then select Basic Authentication. And if you want, you can optionally put the username and password in here for your service. Which is this one again, and the change password that you have used. And this will abstract the connection and authorization data so that you don't need to specify it within the app later. However, in productive scenarios, you would leave this one empty so that users have to authenticate against the application when calling the app. So press save. And if you go back to the destinations here on top, you will see a new destination. And we can make a connection test to make sure that the connection is actually working. It's here in the overview, and this is the icon for it. So if we click it, it says connection to ES4 is successful. So we will use this service starting week 2 of this course when we talk about data binding in more detail. Alright, so that's already everything that we need for the course. Let's quickly have a look at one more thing. So we have created an HCP developer account and a user for the backend system, and we are ready to create the apps now in SAP UI5. But you probably have heard also of SAP Fiori, the new user experience that is integrated in many new apps delivered by SAP. Fiori apps are technically created in SAP UI5 and follow the Fiori design guidelines that you can see on this slide. Most often, these apps are deployed to HCP and running inside the SAP Fiori Launchpad, an intelligent container for launching and organizing Fiori apps. There's more links if you are interested into more details, also the SAP Fiori design guidelines and the Fiori user experience program, where you can find a lot more information. In this course, Developing Web Apps with SAP UI5, we will focus on learning the main concepts of the SAP UI5 UI library by developing responsive apps, and we will leave out the Launchpad and the deployment part. If you are interested in the SAP Fiori design guidelines and the Fiori development resources, you can visit the Build Your Own Fiori app in the Cloud course, also offered by openSAP. An additional course, Developing Mobile Apps with SAP HANA Cloud Platform, will teach you how to build, extend, integrate, and mobilize SAP Fiori apps by adding native mobile features. That's all for now. Feel free to play around a little bit with the HCP cockpit and SAP Web IDE to get familiar with the tools. We will use it throughout the course and explain more details as we start developing our app later. Thank you.